For decades, history books have painted Apollo 13 as NASA's finest hour, a story of heroism, innovation, and survival against all odds. But behind the celebrated success of this successful failure lies a hidden truth, a pivotal moment of human drama that nearly turned triumph into tragedy. Get ready as we uncover the untold complexities of the rescue mission that defined a generation. April 11th, 1970. Apollo 13, NASA's third planned moon landing, blasts off from Cape Kennedy. Astronauts Jim Lovell, Jack Swigert, and Fred Hayes are national heroes in the making. Then, 2 days into the mission, a chilling message echoes across the radio. Houston, we've had a problem. An oxygen tank explosion cripples the spacecraft. The world watches as NASA works around the clock to bring them home alive. The story becomes legendary, the perfect example of human brilliance under pressure. But what if there's a part of this story history left behind? Years later, internal NASA transcripts and engineers' accounts began to reveal details that never made the headlines. Critical warnings about that same oxygen tank had surfaced months before the mission and were quietly dismissed as low risk. Behind the scenes, political pressure to stay on schedule meant those concerns never reached the astronauts. It wasn't just bad luck, it was a chain of small oversights, each one building toward disaster. When the explosion hit, the astronauts weren't told the full extent of the damage. Mission Control feared panic, and for crucial minutes, the crew was left in darkness, both literally and figuratively. Temperatures dropped, oxygen ran low, and Fred Hayes developed an infection from freezing conditions. The rescue wasn't just a technical feat, it was a battle against exhaustion, illness, and fear. Inside the capsule, the line between calm professionalism and quiet despair grew thin. When Apollo 13 splashed down safely on April 17th, the world cheered, and NASA was hailed for its brilliance. But behind the smiles were sleepless engineers who knew how close it came to disaster. In truth, one wrong calculation, one more failed valve, and the crew would have been lost forever. The price of that miracle was human error, near collapse, and silent sacrifice. For some, the mission wasn't just about saving 3 men. It was about saving NASA's very future. Today, Apollo 13 stands as a symbol of teamwork and courage. But the full story reminds us, every triumph carries its shadows. Innovation was born from crisis. And sometimes, what we celebrate as heroism begins as a moment of human failure. When we look closer at the legends of history, we don't lose their greatness. We uncover their truth.